What was it about Gus Malzahn offense that was so appealing to you that you were going to go to UCF and then obviously decided to also come here with him?
Really, it was kind of just the trust in me that he had. And the offense, is very fast, explosive, and he has a bunch of great guys that he's put in the NFL for the skill position. So it's just, and then I had a lot of trust in him and his offense, and just me and his relationship goes way back. So I just had a lot of trust in it.
We go back to Jordan.
You had a record-breaking run in the high school state playoffs. Just what did that do for you and your confidence coming to Florida State as an early enrollee?
I mean, it did it good. A lot on my confidence really, but I already had a lot of confidence just coming here, just being blessed with the God-given talent that He's gave me. So it's just I just continue to work hard and just keep the main thing, and just work hard.
We go in the back to Aslan.
You talked about your confidence and everything worked out. You're a scholarship athlete at Florida State. But like when you're putting up all those numbers and recruiting services aren't talking about you as being like one of the best receivers in the country, I mean, do you take that personally? Is that a motivating force for you?
Nah, for sure. I take that personal. I mean, it ain't nothing against them, but it's really just it's a chip on my shoulder, kind of. It just motivates me to do better and work harder and just keep working.
Was there something about that offense that maybe doesn't garner the respect that you should have got as a wide receiver? Is it seen as an offense that just plugs and plays guys, or is there what was special about your skill set that made you flourish in that offense?
I mean, the offense, was ran by Coach Snyder, my head coach. He's one of the best head coaches in the country. He had a great offensive scheme for us. So I would say just his scheme at Coco, it was great, for my skill and just what I do. Him moving me inside and out was just really great for, what I do.
Gonna go to Matt.
How has it been in the wide receiver room? Have you been close with Deuce Robinson? Like, how much has he helped you throughout the process of transitioning to college?
Yeah, me and Deuce, we've grown real close. I hang out with him, a lot. He just helps me. He just helps me with a bunch of stuff. Him being an older guy and this being, I think, his third year. Just him being an older guy, veteran, in the room, it just helps me a lot. And me and him, we go work out. We do chill stuff. We chill. So it's just, it's been great having him in that room.
Gonna go over to Corey.
Not only is there Deuce and Squirrel that transferred in that have done a lot in college already, but there's a bunch of guys that are already here at your position that are trying to make their way and earn their playing time. What do you think, how do you get on the field this year? I know that's a goal for anybody that gets here. What do you have, what can you contribute to this team this year, do you think?
I think I can contribute, a lot this year. Just me, my skill set that I have, the God-given, ability that God has blessed me with, and just me working hard, and learning all the plays and just getting the playbook down. Because I'm a very versatile receiver, I can move inside and out. But I think I'll contribute, a very good amount this year.
Gonna go over to Jordan.
I'm not sure if you guys ever overlap, but Richie Leonard is from Coco and he went to your high school. Has he been a helpful resource at all as you've gone to Florida State?
Yeah, for sure. I've known Richie for, a good little minute now, and just him being here, and him and Keziah Holmes, they really helped me a lot, just them being older guys, they just helped me with the college lifestyle, I would say, the college workouts, and, just the little stuff like that.
Gonna go to Kurt.
You talked about your versatility, being able to play inside and out. I guess, have they talked to you about where you're going to start in the spring, or is it going to be maybe seeing where chips fall elsewhere?
It's really, they told me I'm going to play inside and out, but I think, mainly going into the spring, I'll be more in the slot. But, chips, like you said, chips fall out and stuff like that. I can go outside in, very versatile. I can play both.
Gonna go to Corey.
There's a lot of guys at this level, a lot of guys at the high school level that are fast, that have God-given ability. Is there something like, when did you start playing receiver? Were you always good at it? Did you always have a knack for getting open, knowing leverage and how to get open, or if I can go by a guy, or I can make a hands catch? Where did all that come from?
To be honest with you, and growing up, I was a running back, but high school, my freshman year at Coco, that's when I transitioned to receiver. But really just, Coach Snyder at Coco, he's helped me a lot, just with my game. And just me investing in myself to know stuff like that, the leverages and different stuff like that. But that's really just,
comes with the game. It's kind of natural to me, I would say, but yeah.
We'll Gonna go over to Liam.
I know Brady Hart, your quarterback in college, he wasn't always getting out of the pocket and scrambling, but he could get out and make plays and do off-schedule things. Working with a guy like Tommy Castellanos, how beneficial is it to kind of have that experience with a guy who, you know, you turn around and he's way outside the pocket, you got to make a play. I saw it in the state title game against Gaston with that touchdown you scored. Just walk me through that and how that kind of helps you feel confident in this offense.
I mean, it's great. You know, that means he's going to keep the plays alive. You know, the plays that, you know, maybe should have, or maybe might have been a sack play. You know, he's going to keep them alive and just, you know, it's just more opportunity for the receivers. You know, he keeps the plays alive. It's, you know, more opportunity for us to make plays.
Gonna go in the back to Aslan.
Jayvan, what does leadership look like when you guys are going through tour duty drills?
I mean, it's great. You know, it's a brotherhood here. You know, everybody, you know, can come to each other. And, you know, it's just the older guys that's, you know, been here or returning or transferred in, you know, they're stepping up as leaders. And, you know, me being a freshman, you know, I just listen, you know, fall under them guys' wing, you know, like Tommy and Deuce, you know, just listen to them and learn from them and, you know, just work hard.
Gonna go over to Kurt.
It was a few days after you signed, you had the crazy game in the state semifinals where I looked it up, 378 yards and 3 touchdowns. I guess to have a game like that, I mean, what are your memories of that night? I mean, how do you, like, how in the zone were you to have that kind of game?
To be real, I was just in the zone that game. You know, I'm always in the zone, you know, every game I come into, but that game, it was kind of just, everything was just falling into place. Like, you know, I was just making plays. It was kind of all just coming natural. You know, I was making every catch coming to me, and, you know, just having the yak ability that I have, you know, I was just, you know, making plays.
We go back to Aslan.
You sound like you have a lot of respect for your high school coaching staff. How much do they know about Coach Malzahn? What did they tell you about Coach Malzahn that maybe opened your eyes to picking him when he was at UCF and then obviously coming to Florida State?
Coach Snyder and Coach Malzahn are actually, you know, close friends. You know, they're really close actually. But just when he was at UCF, you know, Coach Snyder, you know, told me a lot about him, and, you know, just really kind of just, you know, gave me a rundown of just his offense and how he is as a coach, and but outside of the recruiting and stuff like that. So, you know, he really helped me through this process with Coach Malzahn, and, you know, it just worked out.
Go to Jordan.
The offensive coaching staff has talked a lot about perimeter blocking from the receivers as something that they must have to get on the field. How important is that to you to improve blocking skills, and also mentioned tour of duty? How much do you kind of want to get your body ready to handle perimeter blocking?
Now, it's definitely important to, you know how to block as a receiver. And, you know, I take pride in that. You know, my high school, we take pride in that. So I've always took pride in that, you know, from freshman all the way to senior year. And, you know, I've always wanted to continue to get better at it. So, you know, I take a lot of pride in that, and, you know, I'll continue to take pride in that.
Going to the back for Aslan.
Not that it was easy, but you kind of made it look easy when you were in high school. You're very confident, you want to get on the field and make an impact. How important will it be to not get frustrated? What are you trying to do to kind of keep your expectations kind of realistic, but at the same time have high expectations for yourself?
I would say I'm coming in to work hard, you know what I'm saying, and just really just learn the playbook, you know, learn from the older guys in the room, and just really just, you know, do all I can, you know, to get on the field, and yeah, so we got it.
You good? All right.